Welcome back to Sebring International Raceway. It is the 33rd annual 48 Hours at Sebring here on the Porsche Club of America and Porsche Motorsport North America YouTube channels. I'm Greg Ginsburg along with Brian Donati and Mark Johnson, and it is our last sprint race of the day, of the weekend, and the second time we're going to see Porsche Sprint Trophy PCA presented by Yokohama here this afternoon. Let's run down the starting order and what has become a very windy Sebring International Raceway. Starting on pole today, driving the number 28 2017 GT3R, our pole sitter, Bob Mueller. Rene Robichaux is going to start on the outside of row number one. In the GTA 4 class, he drives a 23 GT3R. Row number two is made up of GTA 3 driver Thomas Gruber. He's driving the 991 2016 Porsche 991 GT3. Our pole sitter in the Sprint Trophy G class, driving the number 267 992 GT3 Cup car, it's Matthew Siegel. Then we've got Anthony Yesick starting fifth today. He is our pole sitter in the GTC 8 class. He drives the number 374 2022 992 Cup car. Then starting in sixth position, driving the number 911 GTA 4 992 Cup car, it's Marco Cerrone. Starting seventh today, driving the number 87 GTC 8 2023 Cup car, it's Matt Halcomb, with Joseph Viola starting eighth. Joseph, also in the GTC 8 class, drives the number 262 Cup car. Jens Hansen will start fifth today. He's driving the number, will start ninth today. He's driving the number 244 STG 992 Cup car, with Bela Stanko starting on the pole in the GTC 7 class, 10th overall, driving the number 22 2019 991.2 Cup car. Kevin Roush will start 11th today. Kevin is driving the number 960 GTA 2 2005 Cup car, with Andrew Davis starting alongside. Andrew starts 12th in the number 38 GTA 4 Cup car. As we now move over to row number 7, starting 13th in the STG class, Sprint Trophy class, it is Joel Johnson. He's driving the number 227 machine. Remember, all of our Sprint Trophy drivers, whether they be in STG or driving the Cayman Club Sports in STC, they'll have the bright yellow mirrors and end plates on their wings. With Keith Jessick starting 14th, Keith is driving the 112 GTC 8 992 Cup car. Musavar Ghafarov will start 15th in the number 288 STG machine, with Colin Mazzola starting 16th in the number 25 GTC 8 car. Then we got William Oliver. William is starting 17th in the number 58 GTA 4 Cup car, with Griffin Fuji in the STG class. He drives the number 270 992 Cup car. Jeffrey Isringhausen will start 19th today. He's driving the number 89 GTA 3 entry, with, well, I'm seeing Jeff and Jeffrey, and Jeffrey is driving the 230 STG entry. He starts 20th. Corey Lipka will start 21st. He's driving the number 40 GTC 7 machine, with Dwayne Moses starting 22nd. He's in the 641 GTC 7 machine. Jason Hart will start 23rd, driving in the STG class. He's in the number 212 car, with Tom Burke driving the 277 entry in STG and starting on the outside of row number 12. Row number 13, starting 25th, driving the 248 STG entry, it's Frank Vitello, with Michael Levitas starting 26th. He's in the number 218 STG entry. As we go on board here, there is the 640 machine making his way around this beautiful 3.7 mile track here on our second pace lap, as we see here making his run. Yep, down towards the hairpin over at turn 7. So, Mark, been a great day of sprint racing. We saw how wonderful the racing could be in Sprint Trophy here as we had our wonderful guests, Aaron Ambrosino, the president of Porsche Club of America. We also had the president of Porsche Motorsport North America joining us here today, Volker Holzmeier. They had a lot of insight for us, but almost as good, probably better than the insight, was the racing we saw.
The racing has been tremendous. Outside of a little rain with the early sessions, it has turned into a very good dry and fast track. The unique opportunity here is the wind. This afternoon it's blown somewhere between 20 and 30 miles an hour, sometimes in your face, sometimes on your tail.
All right, as the field now behind the pace car coming out of turn 13, out of the tower turn onto the Flying Fortress straight there off to your left, a functioning airfield here at Sebring International Raceway. Of course, the raceway itself, the former Hendricks Army Air Force Base, training ground for B-17 Flying Fortress pilots during World War II, and since the mid-50s has been a staple of American road racing here as that beautiful pace car leads the field. Now we talk about softly sprung race cars here, and I think our pace car there probably a little bit more softly sprung than most of the race cars here on track. As they come on to the Ullman Straight, they're going to start gridding up 2 by 2 by 2 all the way back, almost 50 cars here for our final sprint race of the day. But it may be the last race today, gentlemen, but we're going to be back bright and early, 9:20 a.m. tomorrow. We've got 2 90-minute endurance races. That's how we want you to spend Sunday with us, at least Sunday morning, and should be a fitting end to the 48 hours at Sebring. As the lights are out on the pace car, turning the field over now to our front row to Bob Mueller, and beside Bob Mueller, Rene Robichaux in the number 91 machine. You can see our cameraman is awfully shaky with anticipation as the pace car now comes down the pit lane. Mueller now with the field. Starter looks over the field. We hear the engines rev up, and there you go. Green flag is in the air. We're racing once again at Sebring. Now, as the headlights are on, Bob Mueller, the black and white number 28, leads the field into turn number 1, and the whole field makes it through 1 safely as they now come down towards turn 3. Hard under braking. It looks like we may have lost access to that camera. We'll pick them up as they come through the carousel into turn 5 and locked in. Nose to tail, it is Mueller, Robichaux, Matt Siegel a little bit further back because we've got at least a couple cars off going through the carousel. 1 in the grass. We'll try and get the number on that white car as well. But it is awfully crowded here as they come underneath the bridge, setting up for turn 7. Let's try and get the numbers.
Tell you what, Greg, while you're getting those numbers, good start by Bob Mueller, but I tell you what, fantastic start by the 267 there in that STG, and that's Matthew Siegel. That's Siegel right there in second. Robichaux dropping back just a little bit. Thomas Gruber in that 991 now, going to go side by side through there with Rene Robichaux. So Robichaux not getting the start that he wanted there. You can see it. He's dropped all the way back to 4th. And then a little bit further back, you've got Marco Cerrone there trying to get that move and make that move to try to get around them to separate himself as well in that GTA 4 machine, trying to catch Rene Robichaux.
All right, I'm trying to get the number on the black car that was the car closest to our camera when we saw that incident over at turn 5. I believe the white car was the number 25 of Colin Mazzola in his 2021 992 Cup car. And we'll see if that car comes down the pit lane. Sounds like he might have got into the wall when he went around, but you said it, Brian, right there at the front of the field, really opening things up, and that probably was helped considerably by Robichaux, who slid back And we'll see here as the cars cross the line. Robichaux finds himself in 4th position, albeit about 2.5 seconds back, with Joseph Viola in GTC 8 right behind Marco Cerrone in GTA 4, sitting in 6th position. Anthony Yesick against Hansen, Matt Holcomb, Bella Stanko. Great start for Bella, starting lap number 2 in 10th position.
Yeah, once you start to get back behind the Stanko machine there, that's where they're 2, 3, 4 wide coming out of turn number 17 down the front stretch. We talked about the wind. That wind is going to play a factor with some of these cars as they come out of 17 and down. And here you go. You can see now Thomas Gruber, he's moved around Robichaux as well. And now he's trying to make a move on Matthew Siegel. Again, not for a battle in class, but Gruber is trying to catch Mueller. So that's a battle for GTA 3, not only for that, but for the overall lead there. That's Thomas Gruber right there in that 3rd machine, in that black one.
Turn 1 is going to be the biggest turn that's going to be impacted by this breeze because they are going downwind into that corner. It kind of helps the drivers a bit coming into 17 and into 7 because they are headwind at that point.
Helps the braking a little bit there.
It could help the braking, yeah. Let's put it that way.
All right, as they come onto the Flying Fortress straight, and Brian, as you were talking about there in GTA 3, Thomas Gruber trying to find a way around Matthew Siegel. This may be the best time to do it while things are still really very tight here early on. But at this point, Gruber is going to have to look behind with Robichaux trying to get his positions back.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And then a little bit further back, you've got, a little bit of pushing and shoving there, trying to get through that last turn, coming through Le Mans there, coming out of 16 down that Ullman straight, trying to set yourself up to get a good run out of there. Again, as you said, now you're going against a headwind before you come back to that tailwind, and that's going to propel you back down into turn 1. It looks like a couple cars trying to make some moves. I think that is the Marco Cerrone trying to make a move on Joseph Viola in that 262.
And now making a move down to the inside with a big lunge there. I believe that was Musafar Gaffarov, pardon me. He was trying to make up a couple of positions. Took a look to the inside on Joel Johnson, another one of our STG racers in Sprint Trophy. That is the battle for 3rd. And good fight there. I think from the looks of it, Gaffarov was just a little bit too far back heading down into turn 1.
Yeah, we'll see what that does to his lap there, because if he's not able to make that stick, then you kind of get out of it, and you got to move back. You got to reset yourself back up. Yeah. Does that bring the car that's right behind him? That's Jeffrey Isringhausen Jr. Does that bring him back up to the fold a little bit more, along with Topher Everett right in behind him as well?
All right, we got one driver running very wide coming out of the tower turn, taking a big chunk of dirt along with them. It's hot. Well, maybe I don't want to use that term. I say hot and heavy here coming through the chicane. I'm starting to sound like an 80s DJ or something.
Turn 13 is quite treacherous at times, depending on the speed and the line. And you can't win a race in that. You can certainly lose one.
Well, exactly. It's very easy. I mean, the tendency there is to turn in a little bit early, and that's why you have all those big divots out there in the dirt, driver's right. And if you don't get a good run out of there, that Flying Fortress straight is very, very long. I mean, it looks like it goes very quickly here with the cameras, and for these cars,
oversteer and end up on the dirt on the inside, spraying like you can't believe. It happens.
And we're getting word that the driver that did go off over there, that was the 25 machine we saw a little bit earlier, have some challenges early on, and that car has now continued. Of course, again, that car might be, possibly a little hurt after impacting the wall over by turn 5 here on lap number 1. it just me, or does that Lexus SUV look like it's going faster than some of our Cup cars? But look at how they bounce through that corner. This is one of the things I love about this shot. You can see, we talk about Sebring not really having a lot of elevation. Probably the most elevation you see at Sebring is right here at the apex. You can see how it kind of rises up just a little bit. And if you don't get in the groove, it is something that, as we saw, it can push the car out a little wide. The track is very bouncy. And before you know it, you have one wheel in the dirt over there. And, again, hard to get the power down for a straightaway that it leads into.
Speaking with drivers that come to Sebring who've never been here before, they've always said it seems like it's very boring because it is so flat. And then they try to turn a lap at speed, and oh my God, it's an eye-opener for them.
Yeah.
But it gets them hooked, and they want to come back.
Yeah, absolutely.
Gentlemen, one of the cars I want to look at, and that is the 244. It should be coming into the shot right there on the front of Jens Hansen. Is that something sticking up out of the front, kind of hood part there? I don't remember seeing that earlier.
Well, let's take a look. Hansen is in the dark brown-ish colored car here coming into our view.
Got blocked a little bit by the Matt Holcomb machine there, but we'll see as they come down into the hairpin. But looks like there's something, like it's up on the top right there. You can see it like two scoops or something.
There does appear to have something aero prohibitive. It's impacting.
No, that's my old DJ name, by the way, aero prohibitive.
Getting late in the day.
I know.
Yeah, it looks like down in the front of that machine where you have the two air, as you can see here on these cars here, the two air scoops intakes, there. It looks like his is the two intakes.
You know what?
It looks like they're up.
I would say they're either up or it might have been light. It doesn't, for a chassis like that, a much newer chassis, I can't see where they would be. I was almost as if they were light boards. Oh, I think you're right. I think the
front end of that is open.
The air vents there popped up.
Yep.
That is absolutely aero prohibitive.
Yeah, well, I was going to say that's definitely an aero factor. Yeah.
Yes. I haven't trademarked that name yet, so if he wants to use it, that's fine.
Trust me, I guarantee he does not want to use it, right? Because that is really starting to slow him down if you look at times.
That's right.
Yeah, those are carbon fiber parts in that car. It's just somehow possible they just kind of pop loose. But it's
going to go from aero prohibitive to wallet prohibitive if they pop off the front of the car there. All right. At the front of the field, it is Bob Mueller and Thomas Gruber, your leaders, and Gruber only a second and a half behind. Then we jump back 4 seconds to our STG leader, Matthew Siegel. Then Rene Robichaux leads Marco Cerrone. They're running 4th and 5th on track. They are 1st and 2nd in GTA 4, while Joseph Viola running 6th fastest overall. He leads GTC 8 over Matt Holcomb, who's only 15 hundredths of a second behind, or was 15 seconds back, as we watch this field battle down into turn number 7 into the hairpin. What a great fight.
Keep in mind, Greg, our overall leader there, Bob Mueller, just went his fastest lap, and I believe this is the fastest lap of the day in that 2:03.690. Remember, Bob had started basically mid to the back end of the pack in the first race, but was able to get a clean lap, which actually put him up on the pole. Did end up having some issues early on in the first sprint race today, but those issues seem to have been worked out. I'm wondering if Bob has put on new tires for this race before going out.
Well, Bob certainly does know the track. He did finish yesterday at some point with the 202 and change, so he knows how to giddy up.
There's that Jens Hansen. It looks like Kevin Roush is now going to try to make that move over Hansen. Again, that's it's a little bit further back. That's 9th and 10th. But again, that arrow challenge that Hansen's going through, that's definitely allowing Kevin Roush to close the door. Close in, as now it looks like Roush is going to try to make that move down deep inside, going down into turn number 1. Looks like he's probably going to be able to make that stick coming out of the other side, really outbraking Jens in that 244 machine. So
we'll be able to tell here when we get around 5, the carousel.
Yeah, definitely got around him. That is right. For sure. And it's got to be tough because you're not really sure kind of really what happened, whether it's some clips that have come up that have just kind of gone down where that's blown open, and there's really not much you can do rather than come down pit lane. But at that point, if you do, your race is pretty much over anyway. So again, might as well stick it out as long as you can. Again, currently right now sitting second in that STG group, Matthew Siegel's got a pretty good lead in that right now in that 267 machine. So again, you still got quite a ways back till you get to the 227 of Joel Johnson. That's third in STG, but the longer this race goes on, there goes Johnson right now. As long as this race continues, Johnson's going to be able to run him down.
And Brian, I was just doing a little bit of research. Bob Mueller, fastest lap time in GTA 3 configuration for him, a 2:05 flat coming into the day. He is now down to a 2:03.7, we'll call it. So he has found a lot of time since he ran that, and that was, well, this event last year. So quite a bit faster. The track record in GTA 4 actually at 2:02.744. So he is still about a quarter of a second off that.
He's in GTA 3. As Mark said, he was close to that yesterday, and I'm wondering if he put new tires on from his spin earlier this morning for this race. Yep.
Yeah, and I'm sorry, and the numbers I just gave were for in GTA 3 configuration. He has also run here in GTA 4. All right, we are just about halfway, gentlemen. Let's do this. Let's take our last break of the day, and when we come back, we'll take everybody not to the green flag, but to the checkered flag for our final sprint race of the day. You're watching the 48 Hours at Sebring here on the PCA YouTube channel and the Porsche Motorsport North America YouTube channel. We'll be right back.
Tune RS Motorsports is a proud sponsor of the Porsche Club of America and the 48 Hours of Sebring. Since 2008, our Center for Porsche in Coral Springs, Florida has served as a Porsche hub and has also ventured into performance and reliability parts engineering and manufacturing. Our pro motorsports experience around the world means our parts are race-proven and street reliable. Visit our websites at tunersmotorsports.com or tunersmall.com to shop and learn more today.
PCA Club Racing kicks off the season on the West Coast, March 21st and 22nd at Thunderhill Raceway Park, hosted by the Golden Gate region. This event will include 3 sprint races on the 3-mile East course, and Thunderhill Raceway provides some of the best racing around and is where many pro teams come to practice. The weather at the end of March should be perfect. This event will be a points race for the West Coast Series and the 911 Cup Trophy, along with standard points for the National Championship. The event isn't just for racers. There will also be run groups for HPDE and time trials. Visit clubregistration.net for more details and to register.
Zweck Porsche is South Florida's home for all things Porsche. Zweck literally translates as purpose, and ours is to supply the finest driver and investment-grade Porsche automobiles alongside the highest quality performance offerings, all while advising our customers with fairness and transparency. Our 2-story, 32,000 square foot headquarters in Miami boasts the best of Zweck Porsche, our boutique showroom, performance shop, and collector car storage facility. Whether you're looking for Porsche auto sales, performance parts, projects, workshop service, auto spa and detailing, or storage needs for your Porsche, visit us online today at zweck.com to learn more. Experience the ultimate celebration of Porsche passion at the annual PCA Parade. The week-long extravaganza, held June 14th through the 20th, is a must-attend event for Porsche enthusiasts of all ages, offering a perfect blend of social, competitive, and educational activities. From the Concours d'Elegance to the autocross to the tech sessions, banquets, and social events, there's something for everyone. Whether you're a seasoned collector, a weekend racer, or simply love the brand, the PCA Parade is your chance to immerse yourself in a community that shares your passion. Parade returns to Lake Placid this year, the site of both the 1932 and 1980 Winter Olympics. Lake Placid also hosted Parade in 1994. Whether you're polishing your car for the concours, or taking on an autocross course, or joining a scenic driving tour, the PCA Parade promises memories that will last a lifetime. Secure your spot today and join us for a week of excitement, connection, and all things Porsche. To learn more and register, please visit PorscheParade.org.
Back everybody to Sebring International Raceway, the 48 hours at Sebring, presented by Champion Porsche. And of course, this race, our final sprint race of the weekend, presented by Yokohama Tire. Brian, you and I were just watching just before we came back from the break, right there, right in the thick of it, with a couple of our STG racers, Frank Vitello fighting off Griffin Fuji. But I'll tell you, Corey Lipka, who's not in the STG class, in the yellow number 40 GTC 7 Cup car, there he is right there coming in. He had just an absolutely stunning pass going down into the braking zone over at turn 7, going into the hairpin that he made on Vitello. And I don't think Vitello knew what was coming.
He may not have known what was coming, but he saw what went by him. That is for sure, because that car got as wide and as big as it probably could for a Porsche, for a Cup car, as Lipka, outbraked him down in there, now trying to catch Fuji. Michael Levitas is in there, David Tawdy, Cliff Kyer, Jeff Isringhausen. They're all in that big group right there, yes. Greg. But you're right. It was one heck of an aggressive move with, again, 10 minutes. So over that halfway mark for Corey Lipka to make that in that GT7 car.
And there's a huge reason for him to do it. Is because, less than a second up the road, as we watch here in that white number 641 machine, that is Dwayne Moses, who I believe Moses is leading actually he's running second in GTC 7, while Lipka currently running in third. And with that last lap, Lipka just turned in his fastest lap of the race. He was about 0.2 of a second faster than Moses ahead. And so what he's going to need to do, he's going to have to try to find a way around Keith Chesick, that is in that GTC, or probably Griffin Fuji, in that teal 270 STG machine, because that is keeping Lipka from second place on the podium. And then over in STG, Griffin Fuji, he's at the moment sitting almost 12 seconds back from Jeffrey Isringhausen, sitting in 6th position. Of course, he wants to hold off Vitello and Levitas, who are right there behind him as well.
Yeah, so you got two different classes there, and you've got, as you said, Fuji's got to have to hold them, Vitello and Levitas off, but Corey Lipka, as you said, needs to get around him. He was faster the last time by than Griffin Fuji. We'll see when they come out of turn 17 there. Does he pull out again and try to move, knowing he's got Dwayne Moses in that 641 machine right there? But a really good racing cluster, and you're trying to defend with two different classes, plus trying to make that pass and try to make it aggressively and as safely as possible.
All right, as we have 8 minutes remaining, we've talked about STG, where Siegel has the lead almost 20 seconds now over Jens Hansen, with Joel Johnson and running in third. Musfar Gavarov right behind Johnson. We'll try to pick that up in a little bit if we can. That's been a great fight here for the last step on the podium, the multicolored Cup car in the white, black, and gray Cup car. We'll see if we can pick that up, and that is not it right there.
They should be coming in right about now here in a moment.
I was going to say, I think they're right behind this group here.
Yeah.
That they were going into 3. Yeah, looks like those cooling pieces.
Well, there's Johnson.
There
There's Johnson right there. Yep.
Yeah. So that's that right there. Again, that is the battle for 3rd right now in Sprint Trophy with Joel Johnson and Musafar Gafarov there as they come around onto the tower turn. We'll continue to watch that battle as we can. In GTC 8, it is Matt Holcomb over Anthony Yesick and Joseph Viola, about 2 seconds, about 5 car lengths to 6 car lengths separating each of those racers. Over in GT7, Belastanko once again just absolutely dominating this class with almost 20 seconds on Dwayne Moses, and then Corey Lipka. That's the battle we were watching for second just a moment ago. Bob Mueller has opened up now almost 8 full seconds on Thomas Gruber, who's running second in GTA 3, and Gruber running second overall. So Mueller now stretched out what was only about a 2-second advantage now to 8 seconds. And then in GTA 2, Kevin Roush leads John Audette, and in GTA 4, Rene Robichaux with 7 seconds on Marco Cerrone. Topher Everett, another half minute back from there. Cliff Kayer, another 15 seconds back from that in 4th. So that, I think, just went through our view. Was the Joel Johnson and Musafar Gafarov. They're going to be coming down into turn 7 here now. And look at Gafarov come from downtown under braking going into the hairpin. He made up probably about 3 car lengths under braking. The question is, when you do that and you transfer, and you always say slow in, fast out, usually fast in equates to slow out. So it may not have done a lot of work for him, and we could see though now as they're going to come into our view, he did make up at least a little bit of ground.
He definitely threw it in there.
Right there.
He definitely threw it in there. He, as you said, he came from downtown Sebring all the way there, and he's stuck with it. That car seems to be getting faster. Can't wait for them to come back when they cross the start-finish line and see how much time he's gained on Joel Johnson, because he definitely looks like Johnson may be holding him up in certain parts of this racetrack.
The challenge of coming in that hot at times at turn 7 is if you can't get it woed, all of a sudden you're both off into the cornfield.
Yeah, and we've seen drivers have issues getting the car rotated because they've still got so much weight on the nose that they just cannot get the nose turned in. Now it does appear that Johnson gets a little bit better run out of the chicane, out of turn 16, than Gafarov does. We'll see here in just a moment. Yeah, as we look, I think we'll try to pick that battle up.
There they are, right there.
There they are.
And he got around him. So Joel, yeah, he did. I think he may have gotten around him going down into turn number 1.
Here's another mover. No.
Yeah, there you go. Getting the move done, moving up a position now.
He was 0.3 faster than Joel Johnson when they crossed the start-finish line. So I think when they got down into turn number 1, in between turn 2 and turn 3, I think Johnson had nothing left for him, had to let him go, because I think that he had the inside line there. So.
And very good move there as they came out of the hairpin, worked their way up to turn 9, where Gafarov used some slower traffic there as a pick to hold Johnson off, and had the advantage there, able to pick up an extra couple of car lengths. Great racecraft there from the driver of the 288 machine. And it sounds like the 112 machine having some challenges here. Spun the car and off on the side of the road, just past our camera here. You can see the waving yellow flag. Went into turn 17, lost the rear end. And as we've got 2 minutes remaining on the clock, the next time Bob Mueller comes by, he should be getting the 1 to go signal from our starters, who no longer look like the big white puffy man, but they're much more bundled up than that.
They do look cold.
Yes.
I can sympathize with him.
Yeah.
And I'm inside. He's outside. I'm inside.
They don't have the space heater that you have.
No, they do not. Unfortunately for them.
All right, and there you go. I believe that is Bob Mueller. We just saw go. Actually, Bob Mueller, I believe, is coming through the chicane over at 16 onto the Ullman Straight. So it'll be a few moments, and he'll have one more circuit of Road America. Did I say Road America? Let's try Sebring. We're not going to be at Road America, Brian, until Labor Day weekend, which, by the way, is another one of our wonderful Sprint Trophy event weekends. Other events as part of the Porsche Sprint Trophy PCA series are going to be at Lime Rock Park. That's the next one, June 5th and 6th. Watkins Glen International, and that's in July, and then Road America, the National Park of Speed, over Labor Day weekend.
I think there goes Mueller now. Just went down into turn number 1.
Yeah.
Getting through there, I believe. Here comes. That is the next
there's
car there.
Mueller
Thomas.
right there.
Yeah, there's Mueller right there. Gruber will be the next one I was thinking of. Should be coming into your picture here momentarily. The black, that black 991, number 991 as well. So
there he is. He's got quite the lead.
Yeah, Mueller now has managed to extend his lead out to about 15 seconds. As we do have another local caution being displayed. And trying to get the word here. There it is. You can see right over at the Le Mans chicane. And our leader is going to be coming into this area right now. Just came out of turn 13 onto the Flying Fortress Straight. And that car now gets back underway. You get the number of that bus, Brian?
I did not see the number on that bus. I'm trying to actually look into the screen here as close as possible. Even with my readers on, I still couldn't see them.
Who knew we had to bring a magnifying glass to this?
Right, exactly, right?
Well, if they went a little slower, it'd be a lot easier. We don't want them to back off.
All right, so Bob Mueller now, headlights ablaze and coming into view. He's got one more turn to go into Sunset, underneath the bridge, onto the front straight. And with the checkered flag in view, not the green flag, taking the win today in our afternoon sprint race, it is Bob Mueller in his number 28 GTA3 2017 GT3R. Congratulations to him. Thomas Gruber going to finish in second. And that is the 973 machine on the outside of turn number 6.
Eric Gray
on the very last lap. Gray in the GTC 7 class, running 43rd overall as this race continued on, running 5th in GTC 7 in a 6-car field. But much, much further down the line on the final lap as racers come across the line, Mueller and Gruber, your top two. Rene Robichaux will take the win in GTA 4. He finishes 3rd overall. Matt Siegel runs the table here this weekend in STG, in Sprint Trophy. He will finish 4th in the number 267 machine. Marco Cerrone will finish 2nd in GTA 4, will finish 5th overall. Matt Holcomb takes the win in GTC 8, just ahead of Anthony Yesick, only 1.1 seconds separating those two drivers. Joseph Viola finishes third in the class, 8th overall. And then we've got Kevin Roush, your winner in GTA 2, with Jens Hansen finishing second in Sprint Trophy, and he will finish 10th overall. Let's go, and we'll give you a rundown here by class. Matt Siegel, Jens Hansen, Joel Johnson, your top 3 in STG. In Sprint Trophy for our Cup cars, Jeffrey Isringhausen Jr. finishes just off the podium in 4th. Griffin Fuji will finish in 5th. Over in Sprint Trophy, Cayman, Connor Hare takes the win by a minute over Peter Habestad. Thomas Kerr will finish in 3rd, just 2.5 seconds in arrears. Doug Lawson will finish in 4th. In GTC 8, it's Matt Holcomb with Anthony Yesick, Joseph Viola, John Getz, and Keith Jessick, your top 5. In GTC 7, Belastenko takes the win. Dwayne Moses will finish 2nd. Corey Lipka, not able to get around Moses, will finish in 3rd. Angelo D'Amico and Brad Ward round out your top 5. Over in GTA 2, Kevin Roush takes the win over Jean Audet. And in GTA 4, it's Rene Robichaux and Marco Cerrone. We told you about those two taking the last step on the podium. Topher Everett in the number 38 machine. He will finish 3rd. William Oliver, who ran his fastest lap of the race when it mattered on the final lap, will finish 4th. Cliff Kayer will finish in 5th. So that is going to wrap things up for our second day of coverage, gentlemen. A great day, 6 sprint races down, 2 endurance races to go. We're gonna rejoin you tomorrow morning, and another great day of racing action. 9:20 a.m. We kick things off with the first of 2 90-minute endurance races here from Sebring. But before we get to Sunday, we've got a little surprise for everybody. Going to have an award ceremony for our Sprint Trophy winners, both in STC and in STG. That's going to take place in just a few minutes over and in the Sprint Trophy paddock. And we're going to broadcast that for you live. We want to make sure you stay with us. You can see the car is heading out that way now. So, Mark, Brian, thank you so much for a wonderful day of racing. And
it's been a fun day. The sun's breaking through the clouds. It's been cool. It'll be cold tomorrow, but it's going to be another day to race.
All right, yeah. Brian. Yeah, go ahead, Brian.
I was going to say, great racing today. Again, dealing with the wind and the cold temperatures down there tomorrow. It's going to make an interesting enduro setup down there.
Absolutely. All right, Brian, we're going to close things down here. I'm going to head across the paddock. You thought it was funny watching me run last night in the dark. It's going to be fun. Now that the lights are up and everybody can see me do it, it's going to be even funnier. I'm going to head across. We're going to have our award ceremony in just a few moments. Make sure to stay with us. But if you can't, we'll see you tomorrow morning, 9:20 a.m. here from Sebring International Raceway. It's the 33rd annual 48 Hours at Sebring presented by Champion Porsche. We'll see you in just a few moments.
And for Sprint Trophy, amazing job. And I thought you guys did an amazing job on track both this morning and this afternoon. Want to bring up our top 3 finishers in both STC and STG. We're going to start off with the Cayman drivers in STC, finishing 3rd today, driving the 121 machine. It's Doug Lawson. Come on up, Doug. Where are you? It's got the helmet and everything. More important. That's right. Hold on to that. We're going to bring up the rest of your podium finishers. By the way, we've got Aaron Ambrosino, president of Porsche Club of America, here presenting the awards, finishing 2nd in STC. In the number 176 car was Peter Havestead. Come on up, Peter. There you go. Congratulations. Congratulations, sir. Don't drop that. Come on over here. Yeah, we're gonna. You're good. I think we have it right. We only got to bring up our winner now. It's the only one we're missing. Driving the 182 car, Connor Hare. They walk right by me. Congratulations, Connor. Get right in the middle there. Hats on. Yeah, what? There we go. I put on those Yokohama hats. Here we go. Your STC winners, the very first Sprint Trophy weekend. They said no. Plus, if you get me wet, I end up with pneumonia. I know. All right, we're going to move over now to our Cup drivers, to the STG class. Finishing 3rd today, driving the 288 car, Musafar Gafarov. Congratulations. And you slot in right over next to Aaron. There you go. Finishing 2nd, driving the 244, Jens Hansen. Where's Jens? Is he not here? Fast on track and fast out of the paddock. There you go. Taking the win. We got to talk to him last night after the night race. Taking your win, driver the 267 car, Matthew Siegel. Good to see you again. Congratulations. And get ready for your picture. Yeah. I'm bad at this. Put on those Yokohama hats. He knows. And squeeze in a little. Come in a little bit closer if you can. There you go. And there you go, everybody, taking the win on STG, Matthew Siegel, your podium. Congratulations. We'll see everybody again at Lime Rock Park. Thank you.
Pirelli and Porsche have been a winning combination around the racing world for years. Pirelli is proud to bring that relationship to PCA Club Racing yet again in 2025. Make sure to see the guys from Frisbee and find the right Pirelli tire for your vehicle, or check them out on the web at frisbeeracetire.com. Pirelli powers nothing without control. When you pack up from the Raceway and head home on the highway, remember that the engineering excellence Michelin strives for in racing is applicable to our passenger and light truck tires too. Michelin is proud to continue its national sponsorship of Porsche Club of America and Club Racing. Michelin, because so much is riding on your tires.
Looking to decrease lap times on the track without an engine overhaul? GT Racing has a wide range of fiberglass and carbon fiber body panels, along with European racing headers, exhaust systems to lighten your car and accelerate all the potential horsepower of your engine. Time for a change? Convert your 944 into a turbo or a 924 GT, or your 911 to a 911 RS, RSR, or 935. Talk with Joel at GT Racing. He'll help you choose the winning combination of lightweight Porsche parts and header systems to set you on the right track. GT Racing is your one-stop shop for your Porsche needs. GT Racing is a national sponsor and proudly sponsors tech inspections at PCA Club races. GT Racing also sponsors the Best Prepared Car Award, a $100 gift certificate at each race. Call Joel at GT Racing today at 1-800-797-2911 or find us on the web at www.gt-racing.com.
Our first club racing sponsor, Porsche Cars North America, funds the club racing news and sponsors the Workers' Choice Award, considered the most prestigious award given at a club race. Thank you to PCNA for offering vital support to our club racing program.
At Hankook Tire, we strive to create a universal moment when the car and driver become one. Our aim is to develop a safer, more pleasant, and more comfortable driving experience from the moment the driver turns on the engine. Through strong braking power, smooth handling, driving comfort, and guaranteed safety, Hankook products deliver an authentic driving experience beyond mobility. Our tires provide total control of speed and direction while ensuring safety and comfort on the road. Embrace driving emotion and embrace the feel and excitement of being behind the wheel with Hankook Tire. Hankook competition tires are the perfect match of performance and longevity. Visit hankookmotorsports.com to buy today.
OG Racing has been a national sponsor of PCA Club Racing since 1998. Headquartered in Sterling, Virginia, and staffed by PCA members and club racers, OG Racing has always carried the industry's best in racing safety equipment and performance parts. The best products from manufacturers like Sparco, OMP, Alpine Stars, helmets from Bell, Stilo, Rue, brake pads from Performance Friction, Paget and Hawk, just to name a few, and are always in stock and ready to ship from their 12,000 square foot warehouse. Give OG Racing a call or visit them at www.ogracing.com and sign up for their newsletter.
We're not just a one-off experience, we're a call to freedom. We're a place in people's minds where everyone can unleash their wild side with a passport to a world of possibilities, a spirit that breaks all the rules, uniting the famously bold and spirited essence of tequila from Mexico with the much-loved richness of peanut butter. Manibal is the bold embodiment of the party animal within us all. Here is where the ethics starts. Tequila can be purchased nationwide at manibaltequila.com.
Club Reg is a supporter of PCA Club Racing and the provider of all registration for each of our races. ClubRegistration.net is a unique service because we put all of our customers first. You can use our services for free or with a small credit card handling fee. How can you go wrong? Included with both are custom solutions tailored to meet your needs. Find out more information at ClubRegistration.net.
OG Racing has been a national sponsor of PCA Club Racing since 1998. Headquartered in Sterling, Virginia, and staffed by PCA members and club racers, OG Racing has always carried the industry's best in racing safety equipment and performance parts. The best products from manufacturers like Sparco, OMP, Alpine Stars, helmets from Bell, Stilo, Rue, brake pads from Performance Friction, Paget and Hawk, just to name a few, and are always in stock and ready to ship from their 12,000 square foot warehouse. Give OG Racing a call or visit them at www.ogracing.com and sign up for their newsletter.
About to hit the track without coverage for your car? Buy HPDE insurance in minutes at LockedInMotorsports.com. Whether you drive a 911 or a Boxster, protect your car against physical damage during HPDE and track day events with HPD insurance from Locked In Motorsports, administered by Locked In Affinity. Coverage includes modifications you've done to your car, 2 drivers at each event, demonstration laps your instructor drives, and more. Worried about the trip home? Locked In Motorsports also offers off-track insurance for your non-licensed race car or track car while in transit, in storage, and in the paddock, plus options for your trailer, equipment, and tools. Insure your portion today at LockedInMotorsports.com.
Miller's Oils is proud to be a Porsche Club Racing sponsor and to work with Racer's Edge as their North American distributor. Miller's Oils has been blending oil since 1887 and has an extensive product line for virtually every street or racetrack application. The technology implemented in Miller's engine oil and gear oils protects the wear surfaces of your engine and gear train on a microscopic level, significantly reducing friction and increasing the life of your engine and gear train. We encourage you to try Miller's and judge for yourself with the help of an oil sample analysis. As they say, the proof is in the pudding.
At Yokohama, they believe that motorsports are the ultimate test of performance, innovation, and durability. Everything they learn while competing under the grueling race conditions leads to better performing, longer-lasting tires for the track and the street. Yokohama's partnership with Porsche Club of America, Porsche Motorsport North America, and USAC brings you the Porsche Sprint Trophy PCA Series, run exclusively on Yokohama tires. Additionally, Yokohama provides the spec tire for Porsche Sprint Challenge and Porsche Endurance Challenge. Visit yokohamatire.com to see their tire selections for your street or track car.
Based in New Jersey, Precision Motorsports, or PMR, is a supporter of club racing and a new national sponsor for 2025. From the latest Cup cars to 944 racers, PMR has supported them all here at the track. True experts in their craft and dedicated to performance. Find them on Facebook at Precision Motorsports.
New for 2025, Isringhausen will be sponsoring the GTD 1, 2, and 3 classes. Our group here at Club Racing are thrilled to have them on board. Over the past 30 years, Isringhausen has become synonymous with quality vehicles and superb service. The Isringhausen way of doing business has been one of offering excellent products at fair prices, coupled with service that goes above and beyond what anyone would expect from a typical car dealership. We believe that good service is comprised of 2 components: a willing and helpful attitude, accompanied by competency in your field. We try to support an environment where each person who works here strives to serve each customer as they wish to be served, with dignity and respect. Because of these core values, Isringhausen has become and will continue to be a leading example in the industry.
One of our latest partners, Track Day Tire, is happy to be supporting Club Racing through their Toyo, Hoosier, and Michelin tires. Use the code PCACR for a discount at checkout. The TrackDayTire.com team is passionate about helping our customers extract the highest level of performance from their vehicles on the track. Decades of on-track experience has taught us purpose-designed track-use tires are arguably the single most important vehicle component that influences driver confidence to obtain maximum vehicle performance. Making it easier for our fellow Track Day enthusiasts to obtain confidence-inspiring tires is our goal. We look forward to providing you access to the best prices and customer support in the industry.
A household name in U.S. road racing for nearly 25 years, Toyo Tires has forged a reputation for winning, performance, and consistency. From the company's legendary Proxys RA1 to the 2-groove Proxys RR, they have a history of getting drivers to the winner's circle. Their quality and performance extends beyond the track, offering owners a full line of premium tires for coupes to Cayennes. They are proud to build many of the tires right here in the United States at their state-of-the-art factory in Bartow County, Georgia. We thank them for their support of Porsche Club of America through Club Racing and the high-performance driver education program. Be sure to check out their contingency program if you race SP1 or Spec Boxster. To learn more about the full line of Toyo tires, visit www.toyotires.com.
Stable Energies takes pride in offering racers the very best in motorsport performance and safety equipment since 1978. Owner Bob Kikasik has been a PCA member for over 35 years and started club racing with PCA during its very first season. Located in northern New Jersey, Stable Energies stocks a wide variety of racing gear and motorsport products from top-quality brands like O&P, Alpine Stars, Bell, Hans, Schroth, Paget, and Bray Kraus. Stable Energies is a master distributor for Recaro and the U.S. importer for safety devices roll cages, as well as the Eastern U.S. distributor for RSS Porsche Performance parts. You can shop with Stable Energies on their website, stableenergies.com. You can call and speak to a knowledgeable salesperson. They're happy to answer any of your questions. Or you can have one-on-one personal attention at their retail location just 10 minutes from New York City. PCA members receive special deals, so be sure to mention PCA Club Racing. Whether your fire system needs to be serviced, you need advice about a new race seater radio system, or you want to try on the coolest looking new driver suits, Stable Energies has yet covered.
Motion Control Suspension, or MCS, has proven to be the evolution of premium motorsports damper systems. Their team is continuously developing and refining damper technology that is vastly different from other manufacturers, developed through hands-on involvement in GT and touring car racing. While their roots are in the highest levels of professional sports car racing, their products excel in all environments, from enthusiastic street driving to autocross track days to club racing and far beyond. MCS is much more than just a great product. They have many years of practical racing experience, both on and off the track, extensive knowledge of vehicle dynamics, and an understanding of driver expectations and needs. MCS is proud to be a sponsor of Porsche Club Racing and invites you to lean on their expertise for setup support and consultation.
partners of club racing for over 30 years, Eurosport Porsche Road and Race is a Porsche specialty shop with 2 locations in Illinois operating since 1984. Whether you have an early air-cooled car from the 60s or Porsche's newest cup car, we can provide all your service and parts needs. We are the one-stop shop for all of your Porsche repairs and race builds with a large inventory of Porsche parts and race gear.
Apex Racing Performance, premier racing outfitters, provides racing equipment and product support to motorsports enthusiasts. A member of PCA since 1991, Clark Hammerly and his wife Linda both hold competitive racing licenses and install, use, and test the equipment they sell. This enables them to provide unbiased technical assistance on installation and use of their products. From helmets and race apparel to personal cooling and fire systems, Apex Performance also stocks performance friction brake pads for all Porsche applications. They invite you to visit their showroom in Merle's Inlet, South Carolina, shop online at www.apexperformance.net, call toll-free, or view their track schedule online. Mention